We lived in an age of wonders. We wove magic into steel and shaped the elements with our words. And yet, even in this golden age, there were stories of cities falling to darkness, of a force reaching from the shadows. We didn't believe them until it came for us. The beacons had always been a part of our world. We never knew who created them, or that someday they would return. Defenseless. We must get to the beacon!
This is foul magic. Silo, clear a path.
On it! Horns, anger issues. Remind you of anyone?
Shut up and fight. There are too many. Make for the gate! We're through.
What now?
Now, Wingrave, we light the beacon. Somehow, these markings... I can do this. But I'll need some time.
Precursor. We have to buy her some time!
False one! This is vengeance for my people.
This!
I am sorry. No! Just a little longer.
Damn.
We're so close.
You've done it. The light.
Your gods are dead. Your world is ours.
I thought we had a job to do.
Can you hear me? Quickly, follow my voice. Skylight needs you. Take the shard.
I remember. I'm called Silo. My family were smugglers, outlaws. But they lived by a code, did what was best for the people. Now, it's up to me to fight the gloom and to find out what's happened to my family.
Praise the architects. I thought we'd lost you. We need to get you back to Skylight. There's no time to explain. You're trapped within the gloom. But with that shard, you can cut through the shadows. Greater dangers wait in the shadows ahead. Be quick, but be careful. To this layer of gloom. You must find the anchor and destroy it. Can cut through the barrier. Focus. Channel your power through the shard. Close to the anchor, the heart of this shadow. You must move quickly before it senses your presence.
what to do, little buddy.
The anchor of this gloom shadow. You must destroy it. It summoned protection. Prepare yourself.
Let's see some fireworks!
The anchor is vulnerable. Focus your power through the shard. Destroy it! The path is clear, but the shadow is collapsing. Quickly, enter the portal. At last. Come, we have much to discuss. The Huntsmaster is grim, but he's devoted to his task. Without his guidance, we would have stood a friend. It is so good to see you again. Don't worry, your memories will return, in time. That battle took... The Eldrin attack was a distraction. The beacon was always the target. We pushed past them and found the creature who was leading the attack. And you did what needed to be done. You fought to the bitter end. And your sacrifice bought me the time we needed. There's so much we don't yet know about the beacon. But its power protects this city. It destroyed our enemies and stopped the Gloom Tear from expanding. We couldn't close the Gloom Gate. But as long as the beacon remains lit, our enemies can't pass through it. And in the year that followed, we've studied it, learned more about this gloom, learned how to bring you back. We survived thanks to you. But the damage is done. Skylight is safe and the land around it. But beyond the Highlands, reality is collapsing into the gloom. There may be other beacons, other places that repel the invaders. The only way to find out is to cut a path through the gloom. And for that, we need Wayfinders. We need you. Your sacrifice, and that of the others, bought me the time I needed to light the beacon. And the beacon's light holds the gloom at bay. It's the only reason we're alive. We still don't know. A year ago, the Eldrin at the beacon You survived. We still know so little about the gloom. You've been through an ordeal. You were a seeker once. You've just forgotten. Go to the Great Hall, up above the Dark long ago. I'm glad you could spare a little of your precious time.
Storm and shadow, you look a fright.
I see one. Welcome, Wayfinder. You honor us with your presence. Wolf. Before the fall, I was an officer of the Avar Imperium. We will have much to discuss in the days ahead, and we'll have quarters for you soon enough. Much of you have more important work ahead of you. But for now,
Wayfinder. The new Wayfinder. Delightful. I lead the Arcanists among the Seekers. By necessity, we have focused our efforts on restoring Skylight. But it is my studies of the gloom. What we know for certain is that the gloom alters floor. You were consumed by the gloom, but only a Wayfinder can enter a lost zone. But this is just a glimpse. I can only tell you of the gloom. Hello, Wayfinder. See how I used your title, Silas? As is custom.
We were a small clan, but the maids always treated us well. Oh, Venomous even dropped her scowl when she saw one of our inventions once. Wayfinder!
Please bring any rare
Your
finds
weapons
to
are
me
dreams
first.
made real.
Venge is just as
Infusing
likely
them
to
with
use
echoes will
valuables
make
as
them
scrap to
stronger
build his
still.
contraptions.
I can feel the energy of the beacon.
Recent events, the gloom is consuming our world. Our beacon holds it at bay, but much was lost. Using the focusing shard, you can pass through breaches to reach a shadow of what was. We're running out of time. The gloom is breaking. We do know the large gate behind me is the key. In theory, you can reach any lost zone through this gate. Usually, you must find and enter a breach directly to access a lost zone for the first time. But you can't just stumble into a breach. You need a connection to the lost zone to guide you through. For now, I have a single connection I can share with you. The Codex Halls of Aurelian. The shard you've been using is an incomplete tool. Find a Codex Ember in the gloom. Then we can transform your focusing shard into a full gloom dagger, allowing you to harness your full potential. Have given rise to a new threat. This is a lost zone. It's not a perfect replica of the world that was. It's a dream inspired by what was lost. When you return here again, everything, the layout, the creatures within it, may change. This lost zone is tied to Aurelian. Aurelian was raised by raiders from the maze years before the Gloomfall. You'll need to establish your own connection to it. Yes. This connection I've provided is temporary and unpredictable. Look for a Codex Ember. With it, you can turn your shard into a full gloom dagger and establish your own connections. I can't guide you when you go deeper. To escape, you'll need to find the heart of this lost zone, the anchor, and destroy it. This weakens the gloom and lets us harvest its energy through your shard. Explore as thoroughly as you can. We need the supplies and knowledge you may find, and exploration may grant you connection to other lost zones.